Alright everybody, this is Chris at Tabletop Sports Delaware, and we are back after the rain delay here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Let's go ahead and recap this game. The computer did a stupid auto update and it didn't compress the first 6.5 innings right, so that is lost. So we're going to go ahead and recap the game for you. We go to the top of the first. Velasquez on the hill for the Phillies, and with 2 singles and a walk and a strikeout, J.D. Davis comes to the plate and he takes ball 4 and he walks in a run. Next is Conforto, and he drives in 2 runs, scoring McNeil and Cano. Then we have a fielder's choice. Ramos brings somebody in. Rosario drives in a run. And then the pitcher, Steven Matz, 2-run shot. Top of the first, 7 runs Mets. Velasquez didn't even make it out of the inning. Bottom of the first, Harper doubles in Gene Segura for the Phillies. Makes it 7-1. Top of the second, 2 more runs for the Mets. Jeff McNeil leads off with a double. Pete Alonso doubles him in. After a Cano strikeout, J.D. Davis comes in and drives Alonso around. 9-1 your score. Go to the bottom of the second. Didi Gregorius leads off with a home run. Then Kingery reaches first on an error. Hazley drives him around. Sack bunt by Andy Morgan moves them to second and third. And 2 subsequent hits bring them across. A single by Andrew McCutchen and a double by Gene Segura. So your score at that point after 2 innings is 9-4. The only other scoring is in the top of the 4th. Leadoff walk by Jeff McNeil after a pop-out by Alonso and a hard grounder to first by Cano. J.D. Davis comes in, and he is able to drive McNeil across. 10-4 is your score. We are in the bottom of the 7th inning. Steven Matz still on the hill, starting pitcher for the Mets, facing the heart of the Phillies order, so he's going to be on a very short leash. He's going to face Bryce Harper, Rhys Hoskins, and JT Realmuto. So here we go, bottom of the 7th inning. Harper is set. Matz gets a couple of warm-up throws with Ramos, and here comes the first pitch to Bryce Harper, 3-5-6. And that is going to be a lefty-righty matchup. He is not utility or sad sack. A single down the line right past Peter Alonso. So that is a single for Harper here in the bottom of the 7th. Matz has 1 on, no out. 6-run lead. Rhys Hoskins now. Here's the pitch from Matz. 2-6-6. Runner on first is thrown out. He catches Harper sleeping. Hoskins now 1 away. No runners on. Bases are clear. Matz with the pitch. 3-3-6 with the decider. Ace or dynamic? No, not the pitcher. Sad sack, utility, or patient. That is going to be called. 3rd strike on Hoskins. He sits there and waits, hoping for the full count to go for a walk, and he takes the pitch. Strike 3. Fastball high and right on the edge of the strike zone. That is 2 outs. Ted Barrett with the call behind home plate. JT Realmuto, the catcher, now at the plate. Steven Matz is set. He's getting through the heart of the order here in the bottom of the 7th. 1-4-6. Has he flashed? Yes, and he strikes out Realmuto. And Steven Matz has really come alive in these middle innings. He had struck out 1 in the first, 2 in the first 4 innings, and then he has come alive and struck out 6 in innings 5, 6, and 7. No runs for the Phillies. We go to the top of the 8th. And Hector Neris has pitched 1 inning so far, striking out 2. And his first opponent is going to be Matz, and I do believe the Mets are finally going to pinch hit for him. So let's see who the Mets are going to bring in to bat for Steven Matz. The righty. Do we have any lefties we feel like bringing in? Let's bring in Luis Guillorme with this lead. Luis Guillorme, his first at-bat of the season. So that is going to be it for Matz. 9-2. Guillorme. Stoic Runner. Alright, here we go. Neris is set. Top of the 8th. 10-4 ball game. Pitch to Guillorme. 2-3-5. Wild. Neris is not wild. Guillorme has no qualities at the plate. Hard ground ball hits a second base. That's going to be fielded cleanly by Kingery. Gets it over to Hoskins for out number 1. Alrighty, that is going to take us back to the top of the order. Brandon Nimmo. Walked twice, struck out, scored a run. Hector Neris is set. Here comes the pitch. 4-5-6. He is not patient. Decide or die says so. Flies out to center field. Adam Hazley gets underneath it. Makes easy work of that fly ball. That is 2 away. And now we go to team chemistry, which I haven't done team chemistry. So let's just do a regular at bat. I've got some other things I need to work into the game here. I'm still doing basics. That's a cocked eye. Foul ball, roll them all. 2-4-5, and McNeil is a hero. Single into left. So he extends the inning with a base hit. Drops in right in front of Kutch. Relays the ball back in. Peter Alonso comes up to the plate. Couple of warm-up swings. Neris gets the ball from Real Muto. Gets the signs. Here comes the pitch. 5-5-6, and Neris is not an ace. Not a sad sack. A double to right. And that is going to be McNeil rounding second. Coming around third, the throw coming in from Bryce Harper. And McNeil slides underneath the tag of Real Muto. That's going to be another run for the Mets. RBI double, 2 outs here in the top of the 8th by Peter Alonso. And Robinson Cano comes to the plate. Hector Neris is staying in the game. They don't want to go through too much bullpen. 2-3-3. He is not an ace or a star. Batter is a slugger. That is a home run to left field. Cano smacks it over McCutcheon's head. And that's 3 runs here in the top of the 8th. And the Mets have life left in them. The hits just keep on coming. Neris is struggling on the mound. J.D. Davis comes up. 3-4-5. Iron catcher, no. Good eye on the batter, no. That is a strikeout for Neris. He gets out of the inning. And we'll be reading on the Baseball Now chart when we come around to the Phillies. 3 more runs for the Mets. 13-4 is your score. Go to the bottom of the 8th. We're going to have a new pitcher for the Mets. Let's see who will face Didi Gregorius, Scott Kingery, and Adam Hazley. Who are the Mets going to bring in where they don't need to really worry at all about how this is going? All you guys are back. How about Edwin Diaz? Bring Edwin Diaz into the game. Now, let's bring in Justin Wilson. Let's bring in Justin Wilson. Alright, so Wilson is going to pitch. Matz went 7 innings. He will be the pitcher of note for the win, I am sure. The rate this is going. Bottom of the 8th, Didi Gregorius leading off. Baseball Right Now chart. We have ground out. So Gregorius hits this one too short. Rosario comes up with it, gets it over to Peter Alonso. That is 1 away. Scott Kingery now, second baseman, set to go. Justin Wilson. We need to mark where he started, right there. Here comes the pitch, 4-4-5. Is he a workman? No. Patient batter? No. Hard ground ball hit to first. And Alonso comes up with that easily, and looks like Wilson covering. He's going to flip it to the pitcher. That is out number 2. Adam Hazley comes to the plate. Wilson is set. Here comes the pitch. 1-1-5. Wilson is fresh. Pops up on the left side of the field. Jeff McNeil close to the foul line. Steps foul. Couple more steps back in on the high pop-up. Makes the catch. So that is out number 3. No runs for the Phillies. A 13-4 game. We go to the top of the 9th. Hector Neris is going to come back in. He's on a very short leash. Wouldn't say the Phillies are giving up, but they really don't want to unnecessarily blend through their bullpen. Conforto leading off this inning, Michael Conforto. Here comes the pitch from Neris. 2-3-5. Neris is not wild. Conforto is not eagle. Hard ground ball hit to second base. Kingery all over that one. Takes the one hopper over to Rhys Hopkins for out number 1. Wilson Ramos, the catcher. Neris is set. Rocks, he fires. 1-6-6. He is not a workman or gilded. A whiffer, no. Hard ground ball hit to third. Gene Segura is there. Smacks his mitt, fires it over to Hoskins for out number 2. We go to the experience chart for Rosario's at bat. We'll do the shoot. Nope, roll 2 dice. 5-6. Icon pitcher, no. Infield drama. 2-2. Pitcher gold, no. Ball is fumbled. Neris cannot get the ball up off the mound. Rolls in front of the mound, and Rosario reaches first on the error. So that is going to be error. Neris. Rosario is there. We're going to let Wilson... No, we're going to pinch hit for Wilson. Let's go ahead and pinch hit. Let's get the right team right here. Top of the 9th. And they're going to call on Eduardo Nunez. That is going to be 9-3 Nunez. Stoic runner. 2 outs. Man on first in Ahmed Rosario. Here comes Eduardo Nunez. 1-5-6. 1-5-6. Can he pick up the sticks? Whiffer? No. That is going to be outfield drama. 3-6. Left fielder, is he stoic? That's going to be McCutcheon. He is not stoic. Running. He's on the charge on the dying quail. Grabs the ball on the run. Out number 3. No runs across for the Mets in the top of the 9th. Makes the Phillies just fine and dandy with that. We go to the bottom of the 9th. And the Phillies have their work cut out for them. So let's see. Wilson win an inning. Let's see who's going to be called upon to bring this home for the Mets. Ray is probably champing at the bit because he knows what the Mets bullpen is like. Lose a 7-run game last year in the 9th inning? Yeah, I know. Now, do not worry about it. Who are we going to bring in? Now we're going to bring in, let's bring in Jeurys Familia. Jeurys Familia. Let's bring in Familia. Not a save situation by any stretch of the imagination. Harrison was a pinch hitter, so we are going to get a pinch hitter in for Neris. Who's going to come in and swing at what Familia's got going? Not a lot of choices. I think we're going to go with Roman Quinn. He's going to pinch hit for the Phillies. Center fielder. 9-4. Quinn. He's an active base runner. We might see some stuff here. Alrighty. Here we go. Bottom of the ninth. Roman Quinn leading off against Jeurys Familia. Here's the pitch. 2-4-5. Can they keep it alive? 2-4-5. He's not a hero. Pops it up to the center of the field. Robinson Cano smacks his mitt. Calls off Peter Alonso. Makes the catch. So that is one away. We are going to the player experience chart for Andrew McCutcheon's at bat. 4-4. Umpire calls timeout to examine. Discard ball. Play resumes. Batter takes ball 4. Base on ball, so McCutcheon is on first with a free pass. Barrett checking the ball out. Kind of threw off Familia's rhythm there. But that is okay. 1 out, 1 on. We have a 9-run ball game. Gene Segura is set. Here comes the pitch. 5-5-6 with the decider. Oh, wrong way. 5-5-6. Familia is not an ace. Segura is not a sad sack. Double to right field. And that is going to be a double into right. It drops in front of J.D. Davis. No, Davis. He's chasing it to the wall in right center. Nimmo converging. Davis comes up with it as McCutcheon is headed for third. He's being sent home, and he's going to score. So Gene Segura with an RBI double here, and that is a 13-5 ball game. Bryce Harper comes to the plate. 1 out for Jeurys Familia. Here comes the pitch. 2-4-6. Control pitcher, no. Eager or sad sack, no. And Harper works the count and gets a walk. So 2 men on now for Rhys Hoskins. Hoskins is set. Familia with the pitch. That is 3-5-6. Same, and it's a righty-righty matchup. Familia gets the strikeout. That's 2 away. JT Realmuto. 13-5 your score. Familia gets the signs in from Ramos. Here's the pitch. 1-1-2. Is he a flash? Yes, and that is a strikeout. Familia gives up a run, but ends up gunning through the end of the inning, and that is going to be your final right there. So they can go there, that can go there, that can go there. And let us come over here. Alright. Yeah, I'm really sorry my computer decided to ruin a really huge offensive output by the Mets. But yeah, your final score. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 for the Mets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the Phillies. Phillies committed 2 errors. Mets committed 1. So let's do the stats. We all love our stats. Nimmo 0 for 3 with a run, a strikeout, and 2 walks. McNeil is 3 for 4 with 4 runs. A double and a walk. Peter Alonso is 2 for 5. He's got 2 runs. 2 runs batted in. 2 doubles. Struck out twice. Robinson Cano, 3 for 5 with 2 runs. 2 runs batted in, the homer in the top of the 8th. Struck out once. J.D. Davis is 2 for 4. A run scored, 3 RBI. Strikeout and a walk. Michael Conforto, 1 of 5 with 2 RBI. Wilson Ramos is 1 of 4. Scored a run, RBI on the fielder's choice. And he's got a K and a walk. Ahmed Rosario, 1 of 5. Run scored, run batted in, stolen base, struck out 3 times. And Steven Matz, 1 for 3 with a run, 2 RBI, and the homer in the first, in the top of the first. And the others are 0 for 2. So the Mets, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 hits. 13 runs on 14 hits. Let's see, as far as pitching now, Neris went 3. Familia went 1. So Familia, Neris right here went 3. He gave up 1, 2, 3 hits, 3 runs. That's in the wrong spot. Velasquez with the loss. 3 earned runs, 3 hits, gave up a homer. Struck out 1, 2, 3. No walks given. Alvarez, 1 hit, gave up 2 hits, no runs. Struck out 1, 2, and a walk. Andy Morgan, 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, gave up 3 runs, all of them earned. Struck out 1, 2, 3, 4. Struck out 5 and walked 3. And that is going to leave Velasquez with 7 earned runs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. 9, 14 is correct. He did strike out 1. He did issue 2 walks and a wild pitch. Let's check out the Phillies. Andrew McCutchen went 2 for 4. Run scored, run batted in, strikeout, and a walk. Gene Segura went 2 for 5 with a run scored, 2 runs batted in, 2 doubles, and a strikeout. Bryce Harper went 2 for 3. A run batted in, double, struck out, and walked twice. Rhys Hoskins 0 for 4. He was hit by a pitch and struck out 3 times, as did JT Realmuto 0 for 5. And Didi Gregorius 1 of 4. Run scored, run batted in, solo home run, struck out once. Scott Kingery 0 for 4, scored a run, reached on an error. Adam Hazley, Adam Hazley 1 of 3, scored a run, reached on a walk. And Velasquez did not have any at-bats. Did I miss writing somebody down? Yeah, because Velasquez did not bat. Who did I have bat? I had Morgan bat. 9-4, 9-5. That is Morgan. Sorry about that. And he is 0 for 0 with a sacrifice hit. The others were 1 of 3. So that'll be Bruce 0 for 1, Harrison 1 for 1, Quinn 0 for 1. So that's going to be 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits for the Phillies. Pitching, Familia gave up 1 hit, 1 earned run. He struck out 2, walked 2. Kind of a wild bottom of the ninth. Wilson went perfect. And Steven Matz, that's going to give him 8 hits, 4 runs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so 8 strikeouts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 walks, hit by pitch. So there are your stats. Your final, once again, 2020, New York Mets 13, Philadelphia Phillies 5 in his first game of a 4-game homestand for the Phillies. So again, this is Chris with Tabletop Sports Delaware. Apologize for the rain delay / technical difficulties. But there you go. There's your game. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in for this evening's ball game, and keep on rolling.